What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Dragon Ball Legends video on Dragon Ball Central. Today, guys, we're going to be going over why you should probably not be summoning on the Ultra Space Time summon number 6, at least right in the beginning. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, guys, so the first reason why you should not be summoning on this banner right now, or at the very minimum just waiting to summon on it, is because we have 2 guaranteed sparkings from the Ultra Ticket summon number 6. And that'll be something that you can just get normally by playing and doing your dailies every single day for 2 weeks. Basically, guys, you're going to have 17 shots at being able to get one of these tickets every single day. And if you do it for a total of 14 times, you're going to have 2 summons on it. And that means that you have a basically 3 out of 5 shot, or a 60% chance each time to pull actually one of the new characters. Obviously, you could pull Piccolo both times, you could pull Trunks both times, but you could also pull Deborah, Majin Buu Good, or Gotenks. And all of the above would be a fantastic addition to your teams. But guys, I think that that's the most important thing to take into account here, is that you have a shot at getting them completely for free here. There's no reason to spend any Chrono Crystals unless you're me and you're trying to get the new units right in the beginning to, make videos on them and things like that, because otherwise my channel will just stagnate and die. So I really kind of have to summon. But you guys should not be following my lead. You guys should absolutely be waiting a couple weeks just to see how the meta shakes out first and foremost, because we don't know how regen teams are going to work. If you got Janemba, maybe you do want to go ahead and purchase the actual starter pack that does include Majin Buu. But otherwise, guys, I don't know if I would be summoning on this banner if I were you. If I was the average player that's not making content off of the game, I would just be waiting to see what I get out of the Ultra Ticket summon. So guys, as you can see now, there is one other reason why I would be steering clear of this banner. Now, you have a 3 and 5 shot of pulling a brand new sparking unit. Obviously, Deborah is not going to be the best. He's not going to have the most synergies. He's going to be on the mono blue team, which is something to take into account if that's something you're running. But at the same time, it's not necessarily going to be something that's necessarily meta or anything like that. With that said, Gotenks obviously going to be meta, obviously going to be really powerful. Majin Buu most likely going to be meta, and especially on the regen team, I think that goes without saying that the regen team is going to be absolutely bonkers powerful. And especially if you pull Janemba, I honestly would go, just instead of summoning on the banner, just go over to the Chrono Crystals here and into the shop, and then you're going to be able to, if it ever loads, you're going to be able to purchase the Majin Buu Good package, the just starter pack. Really, really good option for you guys if you don't want, or why am I going over here? If you don't want Gotenks, okay? If you don't really care for Gotenks, if you don't have a Hybrid Saiyan team or a Fusion Warrior or a Fusion Tag team, then it's really not worth your time. But otherwise, guys, there's another reason why you should probably not be summoning on this. So you've got a 1% chance at Gotenks. Obviously, that's something most people are going to want. If you've got a Hybrid Saiyan team, he goes really well into that. As you guys can see, we go over here. He does have the Hybrid Saiyan tag. Some of you guys seem to think down in the comments for some reason he wouldn't, but he does. So that's something that's awesome. He also has Fusion tag, which is important to note. We've got Regen tag Majin Buu, which is really good. So that's another 1% chance, and you have a 1 in 50 of pulling something that you want out of these 2 sparkings. Deborah, you're probably not going to put on that list. Obviously, Trunks and Piccolo won't be on that list. Gohan Youth. Now, this is about the most power creeped extreme in the game at this point. You can't see it from right here, but his blast attack ends out at about 59,000, which is ridiculous. Better than a lot. And I mean a lot of sparkings. Absolutely a ridiculous power on that man. And then we've also got Cell Jr. Extreme, which is pretty decent in his own right. Does have a Android buff for his Z ability. And honestly, his unique ability is kind of cheeky. His main ability is kind of cheeky, making attribute downgrade plus 10 to blast arts cost for 10 timer counts. I mean, it's not insanely crazy powerful, but it is a nice little nerf to your opponent's team. So, that's a nice 1.6% right there. So we are up to a total, count them up, 3.6% on things you want. You're scrolling on down. You're looking through all these extremes. Most of them are not things that you're going to want. Maybe Frost you want if you're running a mono blue team. Maybe you want to max out your first form Cell or something like that. So that's another 1.6. Maybe you want Master Roshi. Let's be honest here. He's ridiculous. His Z ability is insane. It'll be useful at some point. Demon King Piccolo. Yeah, okay. Second form Cell you want. Trunks you want. Goten you want. So going down this list, I would say probably tack on another 4% of pick'em as far as which EXs you want out of this, which extremes you think are worth pulling. So all around, that's about a 7% chance of pulling something that you want out of this banner, guys. Is that worth spending a lot of Chrono Crystals on when you know that you're going to have a guaranteed sparking, probably 2 if you play the game very much at all? Is it worth it knowing that Vegito is just in the pipeline and ready to be dropped at any point? Probably not, okay? It's probably not worth your time. So probably don't summon on this. Again, if you want Gotenks, you guys know, just like me, like, you guys are not going to be stopped by me recommending against you going ahead and pulling on this banner, okay? You're not going to be stopped by it. I happen to get really lucky. A lot of you guys will get lucky. A lot of you won't get lucky. But with that said, would I summon on this banner if I was the average Joe Schmo that just plays the game casually, or even plays the game somewhat hardcore, really enjoys it, and even maybe drops some cash on it occasionally? No, I would be dropping the cash right now, and I might actually do this on the current sales. Maybe I get Majin Buu good if I really want him for a regen team. If I don't, I take advantage of these sales while they're active. They're active for about 5 days total. You know, that's maybe something you want to take advantage of and just stockpile, not necessarily actually worrying about, you know, spending it right now, just stockpiling it. So when Vegito does drop, then you're going to have a lot of Chrono Crystals ready for him, because you can guarantee he's going to have some fusion tag advantage, you know, whether it be his Z ability, his unique abilities, or other things like that. It's going to be some synergy with the fusion tag. They're starting to introduce these characters one by one in. They all have the Z abilities so far. You know, you got Gotenks, you've got your Gogeta, and as time goes on, there will be more and more with this tag. There will be more and more synergy, and overall, it's going to be probably one of the most broken teams in the game for a long time to come. Now, eventually, we're going to get more and more characters that continually power creep, continually outclass each other as they come out, and I think that kind of goes without saying, but I do think that the fusion tag is going to be the next best tag, and then it's probably going to be one down. We have, you know, in like A tier, we'll probably have our hybrids, our Saiyans, our regen, and our androids, and they're probably not going to meet the stature of the fusion tag. I think that's really important to point out here, because we know Vegito has got to be right around the corner. We know Majin Vegeta has got to be right around the corner. We know Super Saiyan 2 Goku has got to be right around the corner. And we know that they're all going to be very, very powerful characters. I think the most notable, obviously, going to be Vegito with his OP counters and things like that, I think is going to be absolutely fantastic. You know, if they take the way that they implemented him into Dokkan and just kind of copy and paste that counter mechanic into Legends, which, based on the way they've been sort of copy and pasting certain, I guess, just abilities in this game, basically from Dokkan in the way that they could possibly be integrated into Legends, I do think we're probably going to get something akin to that in Legends, and I think he's going to be absolutely broken powerful, and I cannot wait for it. But with that said, that's probably all of the reasons why you should not be summoning on this banner right now. Now, will I say, after the 2 weeks, if you pull 2 Piccolos and you really want Gotenks, you haven't pulled them with dailies, maybe you want to go in on the banner. You know what? 2 weeks from now, we'll probably have the next Legends Rising banner or the next other banner. So, you know, I think that that's going to be something you have to make the decision about when the time comes for it. But would I spend it right now? Absolutely not. Do not spend your Chrono Crystals if you're a free-to-play player, especially right now. Wait a couple weeks, unless you're someone like me that needs to get it right in the beginning to make content on, or because you're just a whale, you just spend a lot of money to get all the characters you want. But yeah, guys, that is going to be about it for this one. Thank you so very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. As always, thank you guys so much for the support lately on the channel. We just hit 3,000 subs on Dragon Ball Central, which is absolutely incredible. I cannot stress it enough that this is not something I expected to happen. We are not even to 120 videos to 4 months consistently uploaded on this channel, and we are already over 3,000 subs. That is incredible. Thank you so much. Welcome everybody who's just managed to stop on by on the channel to the coop. I hope you all enjoy your stay, because it has been absolutely fantastic, an absolute wild ride so far. As most of you guys know, I do have another channel I upload to on an almost daily basis, and it's really been hurting lately because the game that I cover just hasn't been performing very well. A lot of people have been putting it down because the last update wasn't very impactful, and some of you guys are clued in on that, some of you guys aren't. But with that said, you know, this has kind of been my saving grace here. You know, I've really been looking forward to making videos on this channel because the other channel, again, just has not been doing very well lately because of the game that I cover. And I'm sure that there's going to be ups and downs with every game that I cover on every channel that I make. But with that said, I just have to point that out and thank you guys very much for all the support lately because it's been absolutely incredible. I cannot say it enough. So thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, maybe got something out of it. Now, please proceed to go down to the comment section and call me a hater for telling you not to summon on this banner, because I know some of you guys were down in the comments the other day saying that that was going to happen. But I think that I'm quite warranted in saying not to summon on this one, guys. I think that you're not going to regret saving for Vegito in this case. But I will see you guys very soon for the next one. Until then, peace.